right, training session, another one focusing on world strongest man. This is going to be strictly Olympic style, focusing on Axel clean and press. We're going to try to work up to 210 Axel clean and press. World record's 217, my PB is 205. We'll see how it goes. Then we're going to do a split jerk at 220 with the Axel without the clean. We'll see how it goes. That would also be a PB for me, and the Axel is so much harder than a barbell, but on a perfect day, it'll happen. We'll see if today's perfect or not. So I'm gonna start with some behind the neck press. I have a problem with leaving everything out in front of me. So that just helps me stack the weight behind my head, even with my ears. So when I split jerk, I'm more likely to replicate that movement. We're gonna go from there into our split jerks, working up to that heavy top single. So you guys probably know I hired Sonny Webster to help me out with the Olympic lifting side of things, specifically the Axel. We ended up breaking the world record, working together for a Pollen's wheel for reps, which is phenomenal. And now we're on to looking ahead to the world record for the Axel. A couple of things that I've needed to get right. Initially, split jerking, it's very hard to throw your back foot back as much as you throw your front foot forward. And so I would end up too far forward and everything would be out of my front foot. Caused me a bit of knee pain, and I just wasn't stacked very well. And the big thing is, which we'll see today, is that when I don't commit, I turn my back foot in, and so I end up sort of flat-footed on the back, and I end up split like this. And subconsciously, I do that so I can lean back and push press the end, where if I could get in this position, I could just sink a little bit lower, catch, stand up, life would be much easier. So working a lot on commitment right now, and then just ongoing mobility work to make sure that I can have the Axel in a good racked position. That'll be a forever battle, I reckon. So it's 204, pretty much my PB. When I split the first time, my back foot slipped out from under me a bit. So we gotta get a towel going in here and make the surface a little bit more steady. I also forgot my lifters at home today. I was doing some stone work. So we're doing it in CXT1 today, which isn't ideal. The great part about that one though, I cleaned 204, super efficient. I missed a split and then hit a split. So I should be able to make 210 look about the same if I could just clean up the ground and execute the same way. So all going very, very well. All right, 211, 6 kilos off world record. But before I do, link in the description for Lift Heavy Be Kind merch. It is way more important who you are than what you do. I'm gonna set the Axel world record in 2024, but what's more important to me is that we get people into the gym who might not be comfortable in the first place. Support a good cause and show them what gym culture is really about with Lift Heavy Be Kind apparel. We got shorts, hoodies, t-shirts, all linked in the description. Time for me to hit 211. All right, 210 done and dusted. That felt really quite comfortable, to be honest. This shirt is really soft. If you want a nice soft shirt, check the link in the description. But point is, it's very hard to keep it on here. And so when I go to do that second pop, I don't want to give it everything, because if I give it too much, it'll just slip down and then you're into big problems. But like this little transition was the only bit that really caused too much problem. I need to be better at split jerking when it gets heavy and hard, but it got the job done. That's 211. I could hit the world record today if I wanted to. And I also would have gotten D1 if not for that injury. We're gonna try split jerk 220 from blocks on the Axel. So we'll add another 10 kilos on top of that and see if I can't improve my technique a little bit. Yeah, it'll be a big push, but I reckon it's there if I execute well. Just a bit burnt from the one before. Like, I'm just having a hard time getting into it. I just didn't commit to that one, to be honest. I just threw it out front, planning to bail. First one got dizzy. I'll give one more crack. Bit of adrenaline and stuff. It is there. I can feel that I could do it. Just like there's a self-protection mechanism when you got big weight moving over your head, where you're like, Funny bit is that only exists for me in the gym. In competition, I never have once ever thought about safety or injury or anything, but when you're training and it's a little bit lower arousal state, you want to be smart with it. But I'll try to have one really good commit here, and if I can do that, I might be able to hit it. That's the thing with Olympic lifting and split jerk. Like a strict press, you can do it or you can't. Where split jerk, you could look bad, it could look okay, but you hit it perfect and you're fine. So we'll see how it goes, but yeah, successful day regardless. I'll try again right now. Pay attention, cause I ain't repeating offers. Yeah, never met a man I've been scared of. Careful, you gon' get exactly what you asked for. Here for whatever you bring me, get it handled. I answer to no one, I don't need to hassle. Yeah. We ain't never fall back. On the ground where we at. We ain't never fall back. Well, we did it. We did 210 clean and jerk as anticipated. Hit 220 split jerk. It's like a split jerk press. I'm critical of myself, so I'm not happy with the technique, but in the end, you lock it out overhead and that counts as a lift. That's 3 kilos above the world record. I know that I can get that to my shoulders. So we'll be good to go, and we still have several weeks to build into World's Strongest Man. I'm not concerned about this event at all. So as we get closer and closer, we'll probably shift a bit of effort away from Axel and put it towards other things that I'm not as familiar with, like the keg toss, which we are building, and that video will come out soon. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Again, merch link in the description. I appreciate y'all. Please comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, all the stuff. That's what helps move the channels forward. If you guys don't know why people ask, why creators ask you to do that, that is one of the predicting factors to why YouTube pushes our videos forward. Same thing with how many subscribers you have, that impacts it as well. So that is the best way that you can give back. If you don't have the money for merch or programs or anything, totally fine. Watching the videos, commenting, subscribing, all of that helps immensely. So appreciate all of you guys very much. We will catch you next time. As per usual, lift heavy and be kind.